Hey, Cancer. Intuitive Soul Coach here with your June 2024 love reading. Welcome back to my channel if you are returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Cancer, welcome. Some of you are making space for new love by disconnecting from an old pattern, belief, or relationship. Okay, I am getting here a new offer being made. I mean, it could be by a person that you know, it could be by someone that you're currently with, but I do feel like there's been some lessons around maybe self-worth, betrayal. There may have been deception here involved, Queen of Swords, maybe some sort of significant truth came out. Okay, we start off with the Nine of Cups. This is good. This is wishes fulfilled because you've been learning, Cancer, about loving yourself first, but it required you getting brutally honest with yourself or with someone else around you because you weren't sure. Should I hang on? Should I let go? Or you were sure, but you didn't know how to actually action that, right? You didn't know how to fully let go of a situation or a person. But I do see in the recent past, you've been doing a lot of soul searching with the Hermit here. Maybe even spent a little bit of time on your own to overcome some sort of deception or heartbreak if you've endured that in the past. Yeah, someone was wearing a false mask or someone wasn't honest. That's why we have the Queen of Swords showing up here. And it may have really caused some hurtful words, some sharp and sometimes maybe cold energy to come out. And it did cause an ending. Yeah, an ending. I am getting the death energy for you. Something is unrequited here. Bottom of the deck, it says there's not enough to keep something going. And what you don't see coming is actually a manifestation of a wish. But in order for you to get there, Cancer, it does require the things to leave your life that are blocking or interfering. And that can seem a little bit confusing at times because you may have a wish. I really want to marry this person or be in a commitment with them, or, I want to move in with them. And then all of a sudden the relationship blows up and it ends. And you're thinking, well, that's not my wish. But actually, Spirit is aligning you with what it is that you truly want. And that person may have been toxic. You have the devil energy showing up, or that situation was meant to teach you something or be here for a short term, not a long term or time. Okay, a reason, a season, or a lifetime, as I say. What's the outcome? What's the outcome here for Cancer, please? Outcome for Cancer. Beautiful. Yeah, Destiny is playing a hand here. So this card just fell out on new love, so we're going to take it. Five of Swords. There may have been some conflict, some competition, some turmoil. Yes, it's almost like competing for this new beginning. It's been difficult because some of you may have had a toxic person or obsessions or codependency. It may have felt like a competition to get to this point in your life where you're opening up to a new energy. It's almost as if you may have been competing with someone, with yourself even. Typically, this five other people are involved, and it could also be other family members. If you are currently in a high level commitment here and you're really wanting to manifest some great new things for you and your partner, but external sources keep coming in, meddling, and I feel like it could be causing a little bit of a distraction. But the good news is, not only do you start with the Nine of Cups, that's wish fulfillment, but we have your outcome, destiny, for fortune, right? We have the Wheel of Fortune. So there's some sort of wheel of fate that is occurring here and allowing you to really manifest a wish, but it does require some endings, maybe an old lifestyle, an old way of doing things to cut out an old lifestyle. For some of you, you could be ending, your single life and moving into a relationship or moving in with someone. There could be, yes, an end or a severing of an old tie or an old, relationship or an old way of doing things. This is transformational energy with the death card. So I know we're skipping ahead here, but some of you, this is all about, not resisting the change. And that could have been difficult because there were some lessons to learn. And some of those lessons, Cancer, were around self-love, loving yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive. We have forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moment. And then we have deception. Someone was wearing a false mask. That is the devil energy that's showing up here. So someone isn't who they say they are, and that's what you're cutting out. Or if there is some sort of codependent dynamic or an addiction or manipulation or obsession or fears, that's what you're cutting out, because that is casting an illusion that is now being rectified, which means you're able to see that it is in fact some sort of an illusion. We see the moon showing up in your hopes and fears. And once you realize that something is an illusion or that it's, not part of your path moving forward, you cut it out and that fate gets spinning forward here, right? Your luck starts to really increase. You start to see that, there's not as much resistance as there was before. It feels like you're not coming against so many roadblocks, because that is Spirit's way of letting you know that you are on the right track, that you are moving forward. And what that does, it invites this new energy of love to enter your world, or a higher level of love if you are currently in an existing relationship. It says a new person has stirred your romantic feelings, or a new energy has stirred your romantic feelings. You're ready to forgive. You're ready to learn. Yes, you've gone through some drama. You've gone through some competition or third-party energy, or it just feels like you may have even lied to yourself about a situation because you didn't want to stir the pot, or you didn't want to create some sort of imbalance. But you needed to take some time for you and do some deep introspection and soul searching of, what do I really want? What is my true soul's path? Now, bottom of the deck, we do have, again, unrequited energy. So it may feel like there is an attraction, but it may not be in someone's highest good. It almost feels like two magnets that are repelling each other. It says you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment. So there could be more than one person involved. Someone from the past trying to get Cancer back, right? There could be unrequited love where you or someone else may be putting up a little bit of a barrier because you are attracting new love into your world. We also have keep an open mind, because someone new, if they haven't shown up already, could be the one. Yeah, you have this could be the one, and you also have soulmate. So yes, this is a soulmate coming in that potentially could lead to marriage if you're not already in a high level commitment. So diving into the tarot here, we have 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. This is the card of feeling content, feeling good with your life. Sometimes this can be, a singular energy. So you may be single, or you may be focusing on, your finances, your career, your family life. You may be trying to create more peace and more love in your world, connecting with people who love you. This is happiness. This is emotional fulfillment and abundance. There's a sense of completion here, that you are completing a cycle that has been a little bit difficult, and you are embracing in the highest energy of self-love here within oneself, right? And that's what attracts that next cup, that ace, that brings that 10 of Cups. Now, what's crossing you is the Queen of Swords. There may have been deception, And boy, oh boy, the one queen, I mean, none of the queens like deception when they're in their higher power, right? But the queen that's really going to cut your head off is the Queen of Swords. You know, if you lie to her, she can smell a lie from a mile away. She's going to let you speak her truth, right? But if you're not aligning, if your words and your actions and what she knows to be the truth, if they're not lining up, she's going to get a little salty on you. And I feel like there may have been a situation here where someone became a little bit sharp, a little bit cold, because of some sort of lie or deception, or, you know, not being honest with oneself or not being honest with you. This is Libran energy. Queen of Swords. Some of you may even have some strong Libran placements, or you may have been dealing with someone who, again, just wasn't being their true, authentic self. They were wearing a false mask, and that's coming to an end. That's coming out into the open here. If this isn't a love situation, romantic love, this could be family. This could be someone who is close to your heart with the Nine of Cups. Someone who may have even been trying to interfere with your happiness. For some of you, I'm getting a story here of someone seeing that you're really happy and they may be a little bit jealous. They may be trying to sabotage your happiness because they may not be a part of your life anymore. Now, in the deep foundation, you may have hung on to some sense of stability, or you tried to create a sense of stability. But I feel like the highest good here is to let go of maybe some sort of a dream in the physical world that you thought you were going in this direction, but life took a little bit of a detour for you. And there's a new opportunity. You can see the cat there is looking out the portal, the door. So not only is there a door behind this guy, there's also an open window. So it's like, here's your opening, here's your shot. And in the deep foundation, you may have sat on something. Maybe you didn't take the opportunity to exit, but you contemplated it for a while. Now, in the recent past, here you are really thinking, considering, soul searching. This is solitude and introspection and gaining the self-knowledge, doing the spiritual work. You may have withdrawn from a relationship or withdrawn even from society. Maybe you went into deep hermit mode. But I feel like you're coming out of hibernation here. You're coming out of this period of, needing to go in. Now you're coming out with a new sense of self. You're coming out with a new perspective. And it's putting you directly in this path of the King of Wands. Now, the King of Wands here, this is someone who takes charge of his destiny. And that's what we see showing up in your outcome. The Wheel of Fortune is destiny. And this King of Swords says, I'm getting in on that, right? This is me. This is me creating my own fortune, my own luck. I'm active. I'm passionate. I'm driven. This is someone who's a leader. He's successful. He's an influencer. He's, adventurous and warm. So whether this is characteristics that you're taking on, that you are attracting someone like this into your life, but this Wheel of Fortune is spinning in your favor, and it actually lands right there on the house. So some of you, there may be a change in a living situation. This could be a change in stability. I'm also getting someone maybe traveling, someone at a distance. You may be collaborating with someone more who travels for work, or they are quite adventurous. They may know a lot of people. They may be a business owner. Okay. I do like this King of Wands coming in. I feel like this is an energy that's actually going to help you cut some ties with the past. We have the Four of Wands showing up in the near future. This is 1111 energy, sometimes known as twin flame, but it's in reverse, which means that this is a divine detour. So some of you, there has been a situation that there was a pause or a course correction or a pivot, because I feel like we may have been sitting on something for far too long. Spirit comes in and says, you really know, what to do, or that, you've come to a place of healing or of stability within oneself, even if it feels scary to maybe take that leap. You can trust yourself, Cancer, to make decisions that are in your highest good. And some of you may even be connecting to a King of Wands at a party. What I'm getting with this in reverse, some of you may have said no, like, no, I don't want to go. This could be a graduation or a wedding or maybe friends getting together. This could be a celebration of a home. Someone could be moving, or maybe you just moved to a new area, and instead of, hermiting, instead of saying, I'm just going to stay in, or I'm going to reject this invitation, I feel like Spirit is saying, say yes, put yourself out there, because destiny has a hand. Destiny is at play here. And if you are wanting to open up to love, okay, if you're looking for love, this could be a big factor for you to say yes to some sort of invitation. For those of you that are in a relationship, I feel like it's important that you open yourself up to maybe some hobbies, get together, spend a little more time together. If you've been focusing on separate lives, or if you've been distancing yourself for whatever reason, and if you're wanting to come together, this is a perfect month to do so. So we can flip this energy by changing our thoughts, right? And that has been such a common theme lately, is mastering our thoughts or they master us. And I've been seeing that devil energy, which is about, our thoughts mastering us. And so there could be a choice to make this month. Do I celebrate? Do I look at this as the glass half full? Do I put myself out there? Do I rejoin life? Or am I going to choose to, hold back here? Now, you have the Death card showing up, major transformation, major endings that you are currently going through. This is rebirth. It's spiritual growth. And I see that here with the Hermit as well. There's a lot of spiritual growth here that's leading to turning of new karmic events. It's almost as if karma has been reaped here. It's like it almost looks like the Grim Reaper coming in to cut that karmic tie, right? And say, okay, you've learned some very valuable lessons. Forgiveness is here. It says, as you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present. And we see love available here to you. But we have to release and cut some sort of a cord. We have to withdraw our energy, detach here, and allow nature to take its course in a way. Allow the universe to have some breathing room to work its magic, instead of controlling or instead of hanging on to this little tiny wire. It's like a loose tooth that just hangs on by a thread, right? For whatever reason, because we don't want to pull it out. We feel like it's going to hurt, but really it feels more relief than pain when we do, especially when there's only that much left of it. Yeah, you're going through a major transformation. And when one door closes, you see a closed door, another opens. There's already light that is emanating from this door over here. But it seems a little foggy, right? It seems, like you're not quite sure if this is the best thing for you. But the good news is the devil's out in the open. The devil is in your environment. The devil is right here. So you can't not see what this is. And I feel like that it's time to cut this out. Now, the devil is any attachments that we have. This can be addictions, obsessions, fears, codependency, manipulation, narcissism, materialism. It's time for you to reclaim your power. It's time for you to free yourself from, temptations that hold you back from your wishes. Okay? Things that tempt you and tell you that you're not worthy of it, or I'm also getting like quick fix. So be mindful if there's anyone that may have a little bit of an overindulgence in substances. Okay, because we don't want to say some sort of truth or have something come up, or, make a cloudy decision or judgment. Okay, I am getting that for some of you. Someone may have done something under the influence is what I'm picking up on here as well. But with the hopes and fears position of the moon, all is going to be revealed. There's a lot of emotion here. There's a lot of needing clarity. There's a lot of illusions being cast, but I feel like the truth is exposed here with this Queen of Swords sitting right on top of these wishes. So I feel that some of you, yeah, the truth being exposed, it's actually putting you on the right path. And I feel like this is a good thing for you. But why do I feel a little bit of heaviness? Why is there heaviness here for Cancer? I'm just going to pull a separate card. Let's pull Spirit. Why is there a little bit of the uncertainty, a little bit of heaviness? Is it because emotions are attached? Page of Cups. Yep, it's because emotions are attached. It could be because this is new. It's exciting. There could be new love entering in. Some of you, it has to do with children. Children could be involved. You want what's best for the children. But sometimes what's best for the children is to be confident with who you are and to make choices, even if they're difficult, for you to be the best role model and be the best and highest version of yourself, Cancer. And some of you, this is about confident ambition. And I feel, I mean, this is a match. We have the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands showing up here. This is fire. This is passion. This is ultimately what is coming together. There's some sort of new love offer, maybe even a pregnancy, if that's what you're seeking. Okay, this can also be about, you know, a new exciting opportunity to manifest a new love. I mean, this is beautiful, beautiful energy. And for those of you, if you're in a dynamic and you're already in this high level commitment with someone, because we have King and Queen partnership, but it does look like it's the potential. So you have the potential to have a new beginning here if you want. Maybe that new beginning is separate. Maybe it's together. It's completely up to you. But I also feel like the Wheel of Fortune is stepping in. This is not repeating the same cycle because you've already learned what you've needed to learn here. This is about a turning point in your life. This is good luck. It's fortune. It is destiny. After a time of maybe karmic imbalance or after a time of endings, there's a major shift happening here for you. And I feel that it's quite exciting as well. So maybe some of the heaviness is fear of a new beginning. Fear of this excitement because it scares you. It means that you may be falling for someone. It means that you have to be vulnerable, right? It means that you are required to put yourself out there in a new way. And that can be scary. And Spirit is saying here, I mean, look at this. This is a beautiful energy. You're the first sign yet to have a counterpart. And it says loyal heart. This is card 35. Some of you may be 35 years old. This is about staying honest to yourself first and foremost. This is about fidelity, loyalty, and devotion. And because we have the Death card, I'm going to read the protection message for some of you because you may be disconnecting from a commitment. Are you stubborn or overly tenacious about an idea? Or have you become so attached to something that you just don't know how to let it go? Could it be that it's become so much a part of you that you wouldn't know who you are without it? Now is the time to look at outdated beliefs, old ideas, and misplaced loyalties. Betrayal is only a sign that it is time to prune away all who don't serve your trust and have no place in your life. Be new, think new, and open your heart to new things. Let go of the old and all your attachments. Spirit has awesome plans, Cancer. Make room. There's the attachments. There's the devil. There's the cutting them off with the death. The 9 of Cups is Spirit making awesome plans, right? Wheel of Fortune, destiny, Spirit intervening, allowing these things to fall away from your path in order to really have you manifest what it is that you truly want. And this is what it is here. Partnerships, friendships, romantic relationships that all have many qualities. What are these qualities? Honesty, devotion, faithfulness, and a loyal heart. Those are what's going to be shown to you. Are you as loyal in return? Now is the time for heartfelt commitments and trusting in divine protection. Trusting in divine protection. There is something here about you being protected. Okay, that may be the Five of Swords. There could be some sort of conflict. Okay, you will also see evidence of protection. You may see evidence of loyalty appearing in your life. People are going to prove that they're faithful to you. That's why we have the Wheel of Fortune. There is a certainty in your heart. There really is. That's why you have the Nine of Cups here. But sometimes when we are hanging on to the old limiting patterns or beliefs, it can present itself as uncertainty, right? Spirit is loyal to you. You're divinely protected and directed. Yeah, you're divinely protected and divinely redirected, right? Course correction. Spirit knows your heart. Sometimes the ego resists what our soul really knows for our highest good. And I feel like if something didn't work out, there is a better plan here for you. All right, let's get a few messages from the crystal spirits. And at this time, Cancer, I just ask if you can, please close your eyes. Take a nice deep breath in from your solar plexus chakra, your belly area. And upon your exhale, tune into your third eye center, the area between your eyebrows and your forehead region. And I want you to imagine the first crystal or gemstone that shows up in your mind's eye. Now your gemstone could show up as a specific shape, size, or color. Maybe it's emanating a beautiful hue of vibrant green, yellow, pink, orange, or maybe it's sparkly. This could be a crystal that you're familiar with and maybe even know the name of. Or maybe you've never seen or heard of this crystal before. This could be a crystal that you're currently wearing. Maybe you use in your meditative or healing work. Or maybe it's within your reach currently. There is no right or wrong answer. And if you need a moment, just pause the video and come back when you're ready. And for those of you that would like to be entered into the free monthly reading giveaway, where I draw one winner around the first of each month, Cancer, all you need to do is drop your crystal or crystals, if you have more than one, that's okay as well, in the comment section below the video. All right, I was seeing two crystals for you. I was getting almost an opalite type of energy. Where maybe it was a whitish, clear, but sparklies. And then I was also getting an amethyst point for some of you as well. So you have the same stone as, I believe it was Taurus or maybe even Gemini. I can't recall. Aquamarine, it's card 7. I think it was Gemini's energy that received this. So some of you could be on that Gemini cusp, or you may have Gemini placements in your chart. But this is all about enhanced clarity. It is about calm discernment, awareness, and acceptance of one's truth. It says, slow down and look carefully, for there are details that need your time. This is the message of Aquamarine Spirit, which can help you become crystal clear, both in communicating your needs and in understanding those of others. Old patterns may cause you to overlook new information, material that could give you important insight into your relationships and assist you in making the right choice. For yourself, trust what you notice. If you're feeling a sense of deja vu when it comes to your relationship, it's the universe calling you to learn the lesson of Aquamarine. Be discerning and observant, and you will surely make decisions that are for the highest good of all. And that's the patterns that we see that could possibly replay. Wheel of Fortune is about repeating patterns if there's still lessons to learn, or about breaking out of them and moving towards a new path. Regardless of which direction, it is part of your destiny. It doesn't mean that if you're going in a negative or backwards direction that it's not part of your destiny. It's all part of your destiny, Cancer. And I feel like you are being guided to pay attention to the details. Don't they say the devil is in the details? So there is this energy here of checking out some details, going over them, really looking at maybe outdated beliefs, as it says. Now, with the confidence of having the universe allied with you, take your time. Take your time. Trust yourself. New doors are opening up, new portals. Now, when we work with this crystal, communicating on a frequency of love, that is what aquamarine helps us do. When we meditate with the stone, it enables us to soften the edges of our words. And what did I tell you about the Queen of Swords? She can come in and she can deliver a harsh truth. She can be blunt, she can be sharp, she can be opinionated when she's showing up as, someone who's either been lied to, been betrayed, or if she's not being honest with herself. This can help you soften the edges, teaching us to express ourselves from the heart rather than strictly by what we know or what we've been taught or what we have learned. Because there's a difference here between learned behavior and trusting our intuition as well. This brings a loving vibration to our speech and interestingly allows us to be truly heard as the vibration is felt by those we are speaking to. So for some of you, that is the pattern. Not being heard, not being seen in this dynamic. You don't feel maybe recognized. You don't feel like someone is paying attention to you at times, or it can be that you've been all on your own for quite some time and you've been trying to attract love, but it feels like you've been in that hermit stage of spiritual enlightenment for God knows how long, right? And aquamarine can really help you open yourself up to that loving truth and remind you who you are and to speak to yourself with compassion and kindness. All right, let's get a message here from the soul's truth. What does your soul want you to focus on, and action steps that you can take at this time? What does Cancer, what does Cancer need to focus on? And look at the card that came up. So there's a little too many in this pile, but we're going to take the first one up. Are you focused on what you want most? One reason so few of us achieve what we truly want is that we never direct our focus. We never concentrate our power. Most people dabble their way through life, never deciding to master anything in particular. Today's soul action, Cancer. What you focus on grows. Ask yourself, is my life a reflection of my values, or do I need to make adjustments? It may be time to prioritize, right? It may be time to look at things from that new perspective and focus on what you want to see manifesting and taking shape in your life. All right, last but not least, we're doing something kind of fun this week. I found this jar on my altar. It says success and inspiration. I don't even know where this jar came from when I got it. I've only opened it once when I first got it, I believe, but we're going to use them for these love readings, and they're little notes. Now, again, I don't know what they say. I didn't create them. I don't even know who did. It doesn't even say on here. But what's the message here for Cancer? Oh, Cancer, you're getting two, I guess. Lucky you. Wake up with determination and go to bed with satisfaction. Wake up with determination and go to bed with satisfaction. Beautiful. And lastly here, you got to start somewhere, sometime. Here and now is good. This can be cutting away the old, because this is going to lead you towards more determination and satisfaction. But you got to start somewhere. So these two kind of go hand in hand. If there's something you're wanting to prune out of your life, or an old habit or an old belief, if there is uncertainty, if there is an illusion, You got to start now by addressing the devil that's in the room, the white elephant here, or is that what they say? The white elephant? Or the elephant in the room. Address it. Now is a good enough time as any, right? Specifically as we head closer and closer towards, Cancer season, depending on when you're watching this. And I feel like this is a fresh start for you. Wake up with determination and go to bed with satisfaction. That's that 9 of Cups, emotional satisfaction. And you're determined to see something through, to prune or cut something out that no longer serves your highest good, and to move forward here on this wheel of destiny and to manifest new opportunities, new love, new adventure, new loyalties, new trust, right? So focus on what you want to see growing, but stay present very much. Stay very present and stay in the now. That is what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that was helpful. Thank you so much for allowing me to tune into your energy. Please do drop your crystals in the comment section below to be entered into that free reading giveaway. And don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like the messages and they resonate. Lots of love to you.